In 2009, I ran the Marine Corps Marathon, a 26.2 mile run through the streets of Washington, D.C. I did that after making the declaration, not being able to run a mile. I couldn't even run a mile, and I made the declaration that I was going to run the Marine Corps Marathon. Now, my motivations for that, if you've read my books and listened to the podcast, you know it was because I had something to prove. I wanted to prove something with my health and my determination, and how I faced adversity for my kids. But how I got myself to run the Marine Corps Marathon is another story. And that's the topic of today's podcast, public declarations. So when I decided to run the Marine Corps Marathon, I told everybody I was going to run the Marine Corps Marathon. I put pictures of the Marine Corps Marathon up on my walls in my office. I work in the high tech industry, and I work with a lot of people who will not let you forget what you said you're going to do, who will make fun of you mercilessly. Oh, yeah, Silverman, you're going to run the Marine Corps Marathon. Also, there's those same people who will make fun of you mercilessly, will support you to no end. They may make fun of you, but they're always in your corner. And I did that because um, I didn't want to back out. As I say in Only Tens, the 10 was to not look like a failure, not to run the marathon anymore. The 10 was to not fail publicly. And then I went a step further, and I joined a team of people to uh, give money to charity. So I raised thousands of dollars, especially from those coworkers who made fun of me, uh, for a charity, in order to have another goal, have another public declaration of why I was doing this. So now that I had all these people giving me money for every mile that I ran in the Marine Corps Marathon, I was hooked. Like, I couldn't back out. So when my knees started to hurt, when my back started to hurt, when I didn't want to train anymore, when I thought it was impossible for me to be able to run a marathon, I knew that I couldn't let these people down, and the children who were the beneficiary of the charity down. I just couldn't do it. So publicly declaring and then putting my money where my mouth is got me to run the Marine Corps Marathon. So this week I've lost 3 pounds, and my weight recently has been really a challenge for me. I've been really, really hungry. I don't know why, and it's been a challenge for me to drop just the few pounds that I need to stay in my 32-inch pants. Now I'm almost 59 years old, and I'm wearing 32-inch pants. Not too bad, but I put on my jeans the other day, and I couldn't put on my jeans. So my Costco stretch pants are making me lie to myself. Yes, it's COVID. Yes, all these excuses. And my Costco stretch pants have given me the opportunity to lie to myself. So when I put on my jeans, I couldn't button my jeans. So on my mastermind on Monday this week, I declared I am going to lose 2 pounds a week for the remainder of the mastermind, which I think is only a month left. But lose that 8 pounds. Again, a public declaration in a mastermind where my word means something. So I'm going to do what I need to do. Now I've lost 3, maybe 4 pounds since Monday, and today's Friday. Uh, uh, I've been watching what I'm eating, and it's portion size, and I'm not maniacal, but I'm really, that extra bite of this delicious keto chocolate that I make, not happening. That in between, my full fat Greek yogurt that I talk about all the time, I'm eating it for a meal, but I'm not eating it in between. So I'm all of a sudden dropping weight because I made a public declaration to people that I'm going to be held accountable to. Um, so for me, the motivation, something maybe a 10 may be really important to me. I may have the motivation to do it, but I may need help. I was reading on Twitter, so there was a whole Twitter argument on, if you're not doing it, then you're not committed enough, and it should come. The motivation should come from inside. And yes, that is so preferable. I would love to find the things that I want to do. I do this podcast, and it's from the inside. There's plenty of things I do from the inside, but there's certain things I just don't want to do. I don't have the willpower to do, and I need that external validation, that external support. It's why I have an accountability partner. My buddy Katie Nelson, every Monday, what are you going to do this week? What is your goals for this week? What do you want to accomplish? What's going to be in the way of it? How can I support you? What do you need? and then checking in at the end of the week or checking in on Monday again. How'd you do? What'd you do? Did you get those things done? If you got them done, great. If you didn't get them done, great. Why didn't you get them done? What support you need to get them done this weekend? So these public declarations are game changers. Doing the, it's really hard to fail in public, to learn in public, to stumble in public. Uh, yeah, I think there's no better way to do it if you have the stomach for it. But if you really want to accomplish something, telling people what your goal is, telling people what your intention is, and having them support you, have them ask you about it, is a game changer. It'll get you to do the things that you couldn't do on your own. So now I've told you on this podcast that I am going to lose 2 pounds a week for the month of March of 2021. You can check in with me. How you doing, Mark? Have you lost that 8 pounds that you promised to lose in March? That's pretty ambitious, but I know I can do it. I exercise quite a bit, and I was having, even though I eat healthy foods, I was eating too much of it. That's my dirty little secret. And these Costco pants, yeah, they're enablers. Anyway, hope that's helpful to you. If you want to put in the comments wherever I post this, what your declaration is, and you want some accountability, put it out there. There will be people who will be watching. All right. I love you a ton. Have a great rest of the day.